So today is Technique Tuesday and I've just posted an infographic online about my tip for the day. Pearl of wisdom from David Harper, of course, and he said this particular thing when I organised a workshop for singers back in 2014. There weren't very many people taking part, but that was okay because I did it here at the house. It was quite an exacting weekend, divided into 2 days, and the second day was supposed to be off copy, and it was all about one-to-one, so people were having one-to-ones with David, which we know can be very exacting, and he didn't take any prisoners that day. This is what he said. He said, the only thing that you can trust is your feeling or your being connected on the breath and into your resonance, and therefore to the music and to the text. Now that kind of came at the end of probably a very lengthy session. It was something that was a feature of everything he was saying. Everyone was too concerned with actually what they sound like, and they weren't focusing on what the actual physical sensation, the feeling was like. Okay, so pretty tricky to get through to people, and it is something that we come back to again and again and again. But think about it this way: when you're working on your own, don't become too preoccupied with how you think you sound. Most people, when they find out that I teach singing, the first thing they say, what do you think, is I can't sing, I wish you could teach me how to sing. And the way that they kind of assess whether or not they can sing is because they believe that how they sound is not great. So they will only listen to the sound they're making and not internalize it. Now what is he saying? He's saying the only thing you can trust is your feeling. The very first word he comes to is your feeling of your being connected and on the breath and into your resonance. And then you think about the music. So often we get it round the wrong way and we think about the music first, but actually a singer's first duty when you're learning how to sing is focusing on the feeling, being connected on the breath, singing on the breath, just like we've talked about, where onset is really important, and focusing on maintaining the airflow to the source of the sound so you can maintain that sense of onset. And then of course your resonance follows, because you're then more caught up in the process of creating your sound. You don't really have to force a sense of resonance. The resonance kind of follows as everything is set up correctly. Then resonance has to be the result. Okay, so that's my interpretation of what David's saying, and I'll just say it one more time. Pretty tricky, but once you've got it in your head, you kind of think about it all the time. So the only thing you can trust is your feeling or your being connected on the breath and into your resonance, and therefore to the music and to the text. Okay, so it's pretty tricky, but that is it in a nutshell. That's what we're after. So this was one really for printing out and putting out somewhere so you can see it all the time, but that's what the whole point is. Okay, alright, I hope this makes sense. But like everything to do with singing, it's kind of paradoxical in that it's simple and complex at the same time, and I think it's really our own take on what we're trying to do that's the important thing. Forget about how you sound and just concentrate on how it feels on the process. Okay, Technique Tuesday, tip of the day.